So you probably clicked on this video and you're wondering, how is this any different to me getting my phone taken? And for the most part, you're right. But the way I went out after I got my phone taken was particularly sad. I just wanted to share the story. So, right, let me start this story from the beginning so I give you guys some more context. So I'm in sixth grade, right? So I'm around 11 or 12. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I'm around that age, right? And I just want to add that for context because when I was 11, 12, I was real pussy, man. I mean, I'm not the toughest dude now. Don't get me wrong. But back then, I used to cry about everything. So at the time, it's like 2013, 2012, around that. I didn't have a phone yet. And the only way to connect to the internet and go on all the social media apps for me was my Nook. And if you don't know what a Nook is, to my older viewers, there's an e-reader. And to my younger viewers, you probably don't even know what an e-reader is because no one uses them anymore. But basically, it's just a tablet that was meant mainly for reading books. Boring, I know, right? So my Nook kind of sucked, if I'm being honest. Like, had some books on there I didn't read, and then you had to pay for most of the apps. Like, I remember in the App Store, you had to buy Angry Birds. Like, who was paying for Angry Birds? Bruh. But that's besides the point. So I got this Nook. You know how middle school is. Everybody trying to go on Kick, go on Instagram, and I couldn't do none of that. I mean, this Nook not putting in no pain. Eventually, right, my uncle roots my Nook. Now, if you don't know what rooting is, it's basically jailbreaking. So I had a jailbroken Nook. You know what I mean? So now I could go on that app. The only problem is this Nook, since it's not using its original operating system, is laggy as hell. I had this laggy ass tablet. I'm trying to upgrade, man. I want that new phone. It didn't have to be a new phone. I just wanted a phone. And for some reason, my mom was very adamant against giving me a phone. So my mom, she gets a new phone. So immediately I'm plotting. I want that old one. I'm trying to get off this wave and get a new phone, or get a phone in general. So I'm begging my mom for the phone. A couple weeks go by, and she calls me into the kitchen. She's like, "D," and I'm like, "Yeah." Mind you, I'm already know. I'm going in the kitchen, and I'm expecting to get a new phone. So I go in there. My mom's like, "I've decided to give you my old phone." In my mind, I'm turned. Turn it up. Before she gives me the phone, right, she gives me some rules. She says, don't use the phone in class. Don't be taking pictures. Don't be a distraction. And leave your phone in your locker, okay? Don't even bring it out. And I'm listening to her, yeah. But in my head, I'm geeked. I'm not hearing none of that. What? I'm ready to go to class and show off my new phone. The phone has no service, okay? And I wasn't going to get service on it anyway, but I didn't care. It didn't matter to me. I just wanted to have a device that I already have YouTube to MP3 downloaded, had some tunes busting, had my beats on my new phone. I'm turned. So boom, I'm at school, going through my classes, and I get to science class. And science class is where my boy Griffin's at. So now me and my boy Griffin, we met in homeroom because this is back when I used to be obsessed with shoes. He had the Obsidian 12s on, feel me? So I knew he was gonna be cool. So mind you, Griffin already had a phone at the time. So I mean, I'm on his level now, feel me? I'm turned. I'm in class. I'm in class, and something in my head just rings me of what my mom. So I'm repeating it in my head, and I still don't care, I should have heeded her warning, but like, I'm young and turnt with a new device. Who gonna stop me, right? So I'm in class doing everything she said not to. Being a distraction, taking pictures of everything going on. And then it happens, right? Teacher catches me on my phone and she's like, all right, give it to me. And in my head, I just started seeing red. I knew it was up because my mom literally told me not to do that. And this is the first day of me getting that phone. So, right, I'm already knowing what's about to happen to me. So I'm like, nah, put it away. Don't take it. And she's not going for none of that. She says, no, give me the phone. You can pick it up from the vault at the end of the day, right? So my school, we had this thing called the vault, right? You get your phone taken. You couldn't pick it up at the end of the day. It went to the office in the vault, and your parents had to come get it. And who did I just say told me not to use it in class? Yup. God damn. So I'm about to get the ass open in the lifetime I get this phone taken. So I'm like damn near on my knees begging. I'm like, no, don't take my phone. My mom's gonna beat me. So in the moment, right? I didn't understand exactly like the consequences of what I was saying, but I'm not trying to get my ass whooped for no reason. Like I took a lot of ass whoopings as a kid. If I mean, you don't bring free ones for no reason. So I'm over here begging. She's not going for none of that, none of it. So I start bawling, like I'm talking about like shrieking, like you could really hear me in the hallways. We're passing classes now, and everyone's out in the hallway waiting to come into the class, and they can hear me screaming, crying, trying to get my phone back. And the worst part about it is, it didn't even work. Got the phone taken, and it was slow. My mom got to come pick it up. My mom gets called, and the rest of the day goes by. Clock strikes 3. School's about to get out, and my mom comes, and she doesn't say nothing. She gives me that look. And if you grew up black, you know what look I'm talking about. It's like the no words, but you gonna get your ass whooped. I'm talking about that Rochelle from Everybody Hates Chris ass whooping type of look. So I'm just waiting. Get my mom picks up the phone, hop in the car. I get in that car. I feel like I'm on the ride to an ass whooping. Like it's just a matter of time before I get home, and I'm just getting. No, I get in the car. I'm expecting a pregame to the ass whoop. You know that talk, that speech before you get your ass whooped. I was waiting for one of those.
Boy, I will slap the caps off your knees. I will knock you into last night. I will slap your name out the phone book and call my bell until I did.
Then my mom goes, "Why didn't you listen to me? I told you this is gonna happen. I told you to leave your phone in your locker. You could have just listened to me." And no, look, you want to be a distraction, get your phone taken. And I just don't have nothing to say. You know, I'm sitting there quiet. Like, so in the moment, I'm thinking, why didn't I listen? You know, like all this could have been avoided if I had just done what my mother told me. And if I could give you one piece of advice, listen to your mom from time to time. You know, sometimes you don't gotta listen. Everything they say is not law, but you know they got their best interests out for you. So sometimes they tell you something. It might sound crazy, but they're just looking out for you. And if you like content like this, or you want to hear some more stories, because I have a lot more embarrassing stories or ridiculous stories. So if you want to hear some more content like this, you know, do that like, subscribe thing, you know, maybe you can drop a little comment. But it's LD, and I'm out of here. Peace.